Welcome to Getting Bookish with Lydia, a podcast for people who want to listen to two friends talk about books. I'm Lydia, your host. Joining me today is Jaden. We're going to be talking about Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. So, Jaden, let's talk a little bit about the author, Liz Nugent. Had you read any of her other books before reading Strange Sally Diamond?
I haven't, actually. It was really weird. I was just walking at Walmart, and I found it, and I was like, that looks really interesting. So I got the book, and then I read it within, a day. And it was really good.
Yeah. Other books she's done all crime. She's been doing crime books since about 2014, with, each book being released, 2 years in between, except for Strange Sally Diamond, which was actually 3. Some other information about her, she is Irish. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Most of her books have won an award at the Irish Book Awards. Almost all of them have won a specific award. I forgot which ones, but her books are really popular, it seems.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we're talking about Strange Sally Diamond, let's go a little bit into a book summary. So the general plot line, I read a synopsis on the Storygraph, and what I got from it, the wording was a little odd for me. Maybe that's just me, but the wording was her dad a killer? I didn't like it.
Okay, so no, he's not. Basically, Sally's dad always told her as a kid and when she was an adult, when I die, put me out with the trash. And I feel like the way that Sally, the main character, was written, she is very autistic. And so she took it literally. And she actually put her father's body out with the trash to burn.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I also got from it that she might have a stalker of some sort.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So the main characters, it's Sally Diamond and who else?
Gosh. So there's Sally, there's a few people that she meets throughout. Nadine, I think Amanda is her name. There's a few kids that she ends up meeting that she likes, and those are the only children she likes.
What's this really? I know it's a crime. What else is it? Is it just crime, or what else is involved in the book?
So it's more of a suspense book than a crime book. It's more psychological. You don't really know exactly what's going to happen next. And it goes into, different point of views later on in the book, which is really weird. We don't know why until, the end of the book, and it's really interesting. And I was really confused when I was first reading it, I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds really confusing.
Yeah.
How did her dad die?
He was just old.
Okay. So she's just there by herself? No, her mom was not there?
And I think she was in her 30s or 40s when her dad passed away. She was still living with her father.
Okay. So the sort of stalker that she has, do you want to talk a little bit about that? I don't know.
Okay, so it's been a bit since I've read this book, so my memory may not be the best on what it was, but looking up what I can, it was basically, I think her cousin or her brother, biologically, if I'm not mistaken, because something happened with her biological parents, I think. I'm not sure. Give me a minute.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's psychological suspense and crime. They're not my biggest cup of teas, but it definitely sounds like an interesting book, and maybe I will.
It's really interesting.
Read it. I feel bad not having read the books, but I'm very busy and don't have time to read a lot.
That's fair. I happen to have a lot of free time.
Yeah. I think we are going to honestly take a quick break, and we will be back in a moment to discuss more about Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent.
All right.
It's no secret our world moves at a breakneck speed. This steady river of information may seem daunting, but here at The Drumbeat, we'll help you find what matters to you. With our newspaper, we break down what you need to know. See an article you missed? No problem. Go onto our website at thedrumbeat.com. Not a reading person? No problem. See our live broadcasts on Facebook. Visit us online at thedrumbeat.com or pick up one of our newspapers around campus.
And welcome back to Getting Bookish with Lydia. We are discussing Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent with Jaden today. So, Jaden, just your overall feelings about the books? About the book? Likes, dislikes?
Not the best book I read. Not the worst. I went back through my notes and I rated it a 3 out of 5 stars. So it was good, but it could have been better.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. It's pretty respectable.
Yeah.
Anything specific, like, you said you got very confused when you were first reading it because of the point of view shifts?
Yeah, I did. So during break, I looked up what I needed to about that little, like, side point of view. And it was basically the main character's uncle, which was really interesting. And he didn't have the best childhood. And his dad, like, kidnapped a girl for him. And, like, it was really weird.
What?
That's where a lot of the psychological suspense stuff comes in. Because he ends up, like, the dad ends up getting rid of this girl. And then he finds his own girl to keep and, like, locked up in a little bitty shack. And he has a kid with her at one point. And it was just a really weird point of view, but that's who, like, that stalker is that you were talking about. It's not really a stalker, it's just, like, someone she's related to. So
That's pretty wild.
yeah. It is really funny, though, because at the end of the book, our main character gets contacted by a podcaster. And, like, asked about the story of, I think, her biological family and stuff like that happened with, like, her uncle and the girls that he was with and what happened with, like, his dad and everything.
That's really ironic. That's funny that it ended that way, and we're doing a little podcast about it. That was not planned at all, but it's very funny.
I forgot about that, actually, at the end, until I was, like, just flipping through it real quick to review for this. And I just went, wait a minute, a podcast, huh?
That's great.
It was really funny.
But overall, 3 out of 5 stars?
Yeah.
Nothing, what was, like, really, like, maybe disappointing with it?
Gosh, I don't even remember at this point because it's been so long I read it. The writing, for me, was kind of weird. Just, like, the way it was written. A writing style, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
And it's an older main character. And as someone who's younger, I don't really, like, identify well with the main character because of that.
Yeah, that's definitely very interesting. Yeah. Do you have theories about the cover there? I see that it's to describe it the best I can, it's a house with a window that's lit up, and I'm assuming that's Sally standing in the window.
I would assume so, yeah. That, or it could play into that other point of view that I mentioned, and it could be the girl locked up in the place.
That's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
Well, this has been very interesting. I'll definitely maybe delve into, maybe I'll try to read a bit more psychological suspense and crime books.
You should. I love a crime book. They're great.
But I think that's going to be all for today. So thank you, Jaden, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening to this episode of Getting Bookish with Lydia. Be sure to follow for future episodes on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.